Greetings to our hosts, distinguished guests, and audience. I'm Tom Chou, Commissioner of Taipei City Government for External Affairs. Due to the impact of COVID-19, we are unable to meet in person. However, we are still able to communicate through video conference, thanks to the advancement of technology. Human Rights Day reminds us that there are ongoing human rights issues in our communities and the world. It relies our efforts to ensure that human rights are implemented throughout the world, said Kofi Annan, former Secretary General of the United Nations. I would like to share with you what Taipei City has done in protecting human rights this year. Starting from early this year, COVID-19 has spread rapidly around the world. Beyond being a global health and economic crisis felt across the world, COVID-19 has also posed a serious threat to human rights in unimaginable ways. As of October 2nd, 2020, the total number of confirmed cases has exceeded 34 million, and the global death toll has surpassed 1 million people. To contain the continued spread of the virus, many countries have decided to close their borders and implement lockdown measures, limiting unnecessary outings and stripping citizens of their mobility. This has led to a devastating impact on the economy. According to IMF, the global economic growth this year will be minus 3%, worse than that of Great Depression of the 1930s. It seems that the governments have to choose between people's health and the economy while managing the crisis. Unfortunately, in the process, we are witnessing large-scale human rights incidents. For example, security forces of some African nations use violence as a method to deter vendors from operation during lockdown. Doctors in some Western countries face a difficult decision on whether they should remove respirators from elderly and provide it to younger patients with a higher chance of survival. Taipei City, the capital of Taiwan, is committed to providing assistance during this crisis. According to research from Oxford University, Taiwan is one of the several countries that clearly disproves the argument that government must choose between protecting people's health and protecting the economy in their response to the COVID-19 pandemic. The study found that in the second quarter of 2020, Taiwan was the least impacted, only has 570 confirmed cases and 7 deaths as of 2nd of October, with a decline of only 0.6% in economic growth, followed by South Korea's fall of 3% and Lithuania's 3.7%. By contrast, Spain and United Kingdom and Tunisia all experienced declines of more than 20%. The key reason for Taipei's success in managing both the pandemic and the economy is its comprehensive set of strategies in disease prevention. The 5 epidemic prevention strategies are strict internal control, advanced deployment, economic revitalization, avoiding excessive mobilization, and experience sharing. Taipei City government's epidemic prevention measures have several features, such as being cost-effective and enforcing strict public management instead of lockdown. For example, at the peak of the pandemic, Taipei City government still opened indoor facilities, including schools, community sports centers, and libraries, but under strict hygiene rules. We also sped up e-government reforms and introduced online education to adapt to remote work and to strengthen the competitiveness of the citizens. We believe that global collaboration is the key to deal with the COVID-19 crisis. This explains why Taipei City government has decided to translate its successful epidemic prevention experience into English and share with its sister cities and other major cities around the world since April 21st this year. The content of Taipei City government's epidemic prevention SOPs can be easily found on our website. We also welcome opportunities to further extend our contribution to other cities. These are Taipei City's commitment to improve the human rights protection around the world. We will work with you all to make the world a better place for all. Last but not least, I would like to commend City Government of Gwangju, Korea, for their great efforts in organizing such an important event under the shadow of COVID-19. On behalf of Mayor Kerr of Taipei City Government, I would like to extend our strong support to realize the noble cause of the Human Rights Day. Thank you.